What's up, you guys? Rutatu here, and welcome to the beginning of my artifact content. So it's been a while. It's probably been about July, about 4 months since I posted my last video about myself quitting Duel Links and moving on to Artifact. If you guys don't know, I was a professional slash competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links player. I played the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG for a very long time, and moved on to Duel Links when it came out. I placed top 10 North America for one of our regional cups, and I placed 37th, attempting to go to our world championships in Japan. Seeing as the game was stagnating, I chose to quit and move on to Artifact when it came out, and pursue a possible competitive career in Artifact. So yeah, I wanted to show you guys the very first deck profile that I'm working on. I consider myself a very great deck builder, deck inventor. When it came to Yu-Gi-Oh! When it came to Duel Links, I always tried to innovate decks to my own playstyle and they usually turned out pretty well. I was the sole creator of a deck called Venus Turbo back in 2017 August for our very first regional KC Cup in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. So I bring you guys today Green Blue Control, or UG Control. However, this isn't like Hype's list. It relies on different win condition without Kana, because I don't actually own Kana. There are actually a lot of cards I am missing because of this awesome message that Steam gave me, and I'm not buying any more packs. I have already spent about $250 on packs, and I'm not into pulling multiple of the same rare and not getting any Salamines or not getting Kana or anything like that. I haven't pulled Lich yet. However, instead of it just being Green-Blue Control, I included Tidehunter, for a reason I'm going to state later. I was originally running this deck with, if I load up right here, I was originally running the same deck with Sniper, because I think Sniper is really good, and Assassinate's one of the best. Like, it's just such a good card. Helps you so much in the later stage of the game to get rid of big problems. However, I realized there were some issues with that, and so I changed it over from Green-Blue-Black into Green-Blue-Red. And this is a prototype for the deck. It's definitely not finalized, but I wanted to give you guys a profile on Green-Blue Tidehunter Control. So the main plan of this deck is to basically get a late game and combo off using Bolt. I don't even know how to say this fucking word. Bolt of Democles. It's pretty crazy. You can either sometimes this deck wants to just go for the same tower, similar to Hype's Kana Control, where you just go for the same tower and get down to 40, and then you take down the remaining 80 health with the Hellhound things. Bolt can also do that if you can whittle down a tower pretty well, and then you have at least 2 left, and maybe you get a multicast off of Ogre, and you can hit 60 damage right there with the 3 you have left. So let's go over every card I play in the deck. Well, for heroes, I play Tidehunter, for a reason I'm going to go over later. Draw Archer, because she's actually fucking busted. I can't believe this is a card. Like, holy crap, dude! I cannot believe this is even for 4 mana. I just can't believe it. This is an entire win condition in itself. Be able to make sure your opponent can't play anything in a specific lane multiple turns in a row, because you get 3 of them. Is pretty goddamn crazy. And not only can't they play cards, they can't use item abilities, and they can't use hero abilities. So maybe you need to kind of rework the whole silence mechanic, because I think this card's just actually insane. We play Screen Protector, probably the second best green hero, being able to hold up in a lane, and make sure and basically stabilize the lane by himself, and make sure your creeps don't die. That way you have your high priority lane being where your blue guys are, and you have your low priority lanes where you have Tree and your Tidehunter, because he can soak up a bunch of damage as well. For blues, I play Ogre, Magi, and Zeus. I was originally running Luna, because I really like Luna. She really involves my playstyle of a control player. But Thunder God's Wrath is a lot better than Eclipse, just because you're playing Salamine, and you have control over all lanes with Thunder God's Wrath. So the reason why I do play Tidehunter is because of the first card, Kraken Shell. What a lot of control decks like to do is initiative is just so important for control. Because we play cards like Annihilation and cards that get rid of my opponent's threats, similar to how I was playing Assassinate, you want to have initiative in the lane that you want to take control of. So if I have the goal is to have Tidehunter in the second or third lane and take control of the first lane, and therefore use Kraken Shell to give me initiative. Now I do have Arcane Assault, but sometimes you don't have access to Arcane Assault right away. Sometimes you want to use it early to get the draws, to get to your combo pieces, and you just want to have this this very safe, free initiative for 1 mana. Your opponent's not going to silence Tidehunter because let's be real, you're not really running many red cards. He doesn't pose much of a threat. But getting that free initiative in the lane that you need to take control of is very important. And for 1 mana in only 3 cards of the deck, very, very good. Especially if you're playing a mirror match and you Arcane Assault and then they Arcane Assault, you have another initiative, another card to take initiative back from them. We play 3 Stars Align to help with combos. We play 3 Cunning Plan to get to our pieces for the combo. I'm playing 1 copy of Smash the Defenses. This is probably coming out for a more improvement. Something else for a different improvement because my opponent isn't really going to be putting improvements in the lane that I have Tidehunter in, and because I want to have him in the 2nd or 3rd lane to deal with, to be able to take initiative back on 1st lane priority. This doesn't really do too much. However, the draw is very important. Sometimes I can just, if I'm not using the other secrets anymore, or Ignite, or any of my improvements, I can destroy my own and get a free cycle. So I play 3 Ignite because if I play Ogre Magi, I was very much underrating Ogre Magi as a hero when he came out, because I thought Ignite was actually trash. Ignite is really good, especially if you can get 1 or 2 off, especially if you're playing versus Kanas, or you're playing, so you have control over that lane that you have double Ignite down. You kill their creeps in two hits. Now, it does give them the ability to use Kana's signature card, but then you kill their guys the next turn anyway with the Ignite. You kill all the Hellhounds. That's what I call them. I don't know their actual names. So you play your 3 Ignite. 2 other secrets. The reason I don't play... This card is actually crazy if you open it early. The reason I don't play 3 is because it's not a great draw late. So I play 2 to somewhat be able to hit it early, and that way you can get a free draw turn 1 in a lane where your opponent has melee group advantage, and you get a free cycle off of it. And then you kind of deprioritize that lane and let them keep hitting you. You play Sanctum. When I first started this game, I wanted to play blue. I'm a very control-like player, so I wanted to play blue, at least blue control. I was always running blue-red, and red was used to get rid of every threat, and then blue could be able to combo later. And now I'm doing the blue-green control, and literally when I saw this card, when I first started playing the game, just, oh my god, imagine if Hearthstone had this kind of thing. Like, this thing is actually crazy. I can't believe, oh man, it's just such a good card. Unfortunately, people are taking countermeasures into their game plans now, whether they play Smash the Defenses or playing a couple of Obliterating Orbs to get rid of improvements. But in the mirror match, you have so much, the decks just don't play enough improvement removal, so these cards really come in handy. Or if you're playing not against red. Even black, they don't usually take Obliterating Orb, but red can. Your 3 Arcane Assaults for initiative taking. Also, you draw into your combo pieces. Also, if you hit multicast, getting another initiative is very good. Taking initiative again multiple times is very, very good. Your 3 Foresight to cycle through, and if you hit a multicast in the mirror match with this card, you're winning. If I hit a multicast and my opponent does not, you are winning that game. You have more cards to take advantage of. As I said before, Gust, very, very good card. Holy crap! I can't believe if I don't even know if Valve does take measures to whether it be nerf or buff cards in the game. This is something that really needs to get nerfed, whether it be up to 6, probably maybe 6 mana, or just change the silence mechanic on the other, because this is just, ooh, I can't believe. I have no words. Like, I'm just speechless because this is just such a crazy idea for Cody. Not only do you have Draw Rager, who, while she's weak, she can, especially if she's in lane 3, you have advantage beginning of the game in lane 1 and 2, if your opponent doesn't have Draw Rager, because you have 3 attack everything. Sometimes you can get over a certain hero, just in those 2 lanes, and then maybe Draw Rager dies later. But just her effect alongside with her signature card just makes her so crazy. Your 3 Roseleaf Druid, I think this guy's alright. Right now, I just think Terrain Protector is just so good as a guy who can stabilize in the lane that you kind of you don't necessarily need Roseleaf. Sure, he lets you get to the combo faster, but you don't necessarily need him because you have Stars Online. You have your Aghanim's Sanctum, and you have your Celamine. But he's alright. I'll give him a 6 out of 10. So some decks play 2 Annihilation. Because I'm working on a the deck that plays Kana and that combo, I think only plays 1 or 2 of this. But because my combo needs me to be at 10 mana at all times, I think I just need to run 3 Annihilation to get rid of in my low priority lane, so I don't completely lose the game. That's why I'm taking so much initiative. That's why I have 6 cards that take initiative back for myself, because I need to be able to annihilate boards. If I lose priority in lane 1, I want to keep priority in lane 1, so I can annihilate lane 1 then, and then blink dagger my blue guy to lane 1, and take priority in that lane. Your 3 Thunder God's Wrath, I was also underrating this card, but multicast with this and Celamine are insane compared to Eclipse. So because of my aforementioned Steam no longer allowing me to buy cards, I only control 1 Celamine. I only own 1 Celamine. I'm on the edge of if I want to run 2 or 3 of this, because I think with the amount of draw you have in this deck, you're going to hit this guy eventually. I don't think you need 3 because you don't need to open them early. But I was also underrating this card because I thought that Sanctum would just take its place for a low cost mana refund. But I actually didn't even know. I did not know. I thought you needed Sanctum with Celamine or have an item to get its effect off. But as soon as you play Celamine, you get your mana back. I did not think that happened. I would think you need to play another card to get your mana back. But I guess it works. So yeah. And then 3 of your remaining condition of bolts of Damocles, or Damocles, or whatever. Really awesome design. I've gotten so unlucky in my games, I have not multicasted this yet. Which is pretty crazy considering I usually play 3 every game. And I usually play in the lane that Ogre Magi's in. Maybe I play 2 that he's in, and then 1 in another lane to win that lane as well. But I have not multicasted this card yet. I've gotten very unlucky with it, but you don't necessarily need to multicast it to win. As for items, I did take some lines out of Hype's book where he talked about Traveler's Cloak. You need very low cost to deal with. I'm not all too well informed on how to set my item list, my 9 items. So it might be a little bit rough around the edges still. I'm just not sure with items how to go about it. But your 2 Traveler's Cloak, very cheap, efficient way to give your guys more health, to get around red and black dudes. You play your 1 Rental Signet Ring, basically better against black, because they bounce you and then you they only get 2 gold for killing a hero. 3 Blink Dagger, very good card. It lets you move around your blues and your greens. And like I said, if you annihilate, then I can blink the other blue guy over to lane 1 and then take priority in that lane. Double Obliterating Orb for the mirror match. Like I said, blue and green have no improvement rule, and the improvements are very good, just on their own. Especially if you're playing as green aggro, who plays the this guy? Mist. Green aggro really loves this card. So if I can get rid of this, I would love to. And then I play one Vesture the Tyrant. I don't know. It seems like a good card. It lets me, if for some reason I get a ton of gold, like I annihilate, and I hit like 3 heroes, I can get this guy, and then I can annihilate again, and get my blue guy back next turn or something like that. So let me know if you guys have any suggestions for items. But yeah, I do hope to. This was red, blue, green, or green, blue's control with Tidehunter. If you guys have any suggestions, like I said, I don't know what to do with Smash the Defenses. Maybe I play something like along the lines of. Come on. Even Retaliate. Like, Retaliate's not that bad either. Temple of Lure is also a good idea. But maybe I just play Burning Oil or something like that to take a low priority lane and not lose it as quickly. So that's a possibility. But if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. If you like this kind of content, I'm not sure how often I'm going to be doing YouTube content. And I'm going to be trying to hit tournaments up next month. I'm in retail and holidays. I'm working like 50, 60 hours a week. So until the middle of January, we have our inventory coming up. So until the middle of January, I am not really available to stream or enter tournaments because of the large amount of hours worked, and I get very exhausted. But hey, happens to get money for a job is very you gotta sacrifice some things. But yeah, if you like this kind of content, hit that like button or that subscribe button. Don't know how much YouTube content I'm gonna make. If you want to follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/ReTwa2. And like I said, because of work, I'm not streaming as much either. But once the middle of January hits, I will be back to my full-time streaming schedule of streaming like 3 or 4 times a week at specific set times. So get ready for that. So have a great day, everybody. ReTwa2 out. Peace. Boom.